recently sent an email to all of their Pro Tools First users informing that they are going to be deleting or clearing old projects from their cloud backup system. As you may know, Pro Tools First allows 3 projects to be saved onto the cloud services of AVID. And I think since last year, about this time last year, they also allowed unlimited project saving locally on your hard drive. So for the users who were saving their projects onto the cloud, they're going to be clearing. Now, there is no date indication when this is going to happen, and also what specifies as old project. Hopefully in the next email update, we'll know all about that, and I can keep you informed as well. The reason AVID gives for this cleanup is that due to the uptake of more Pro Tools users because of the COVID-19 pandemic, it has actually slowed down their cloud services. Obviously, this has some effect onto the paid users. And my assumption is that eventually AVID will completely discontinue their cloud-based services for Pro Tools First. I mean, they also have had big issues with all projects being deleted locally as well as into the cloud if you're using Pro Tools First and the internet gets disconnected. And that is still somewhat the case. And I do have several videos informing everybody about that problem. AVID claims that it's been fixed, but I don't think it's 100% fixed yet. Now, how to copy or backup your projects from the cloud, which is supposed to be the backup system. Now your hard drive is the backup system. So anyway, the way to do it, there is a video produced by AVID. I will leave a link in the description. You can follow that, and that basically shows you how you can copy your projects from the cloud services into your local hard drive so that you've got your projects and they don't get deleted by AVID. Now, where it gets saved locally on your hard drive is a little bit of a problem for me, because you can't sort of click Save As like any other app, including, I guess, Pro Tools Professional. You can save your project any way you want on your hard drive, but not in Pro Tools First. And I'll talk about the reasons a bit in a few minutes. Now, if you look on your hard drive, you will find those projects in really obscure locations with cryptic folder names and file names. Now, I hope AVID, if they are going to discontinue the cloud services, at least allow the end users of Pro Tools First to be able to save their project and all of the associated files wherever they like to save it as, and load at the same time. Because if you don't have any other way of backing up your project, then you really need to be able to copy or move those projects off where Pro Tools First saves it, maybe onto an external drive, and then be able to copy it back again. So I hope that is something that AVID will do. And if you are a Pro Tools First user, that should be one of the main concerns now. I mean, it's been a concern from day one because you couldn't save the projects anywhere else. Now, talking about the cloud-based system, initially when AVID introduced Pro Tools First, the free version of Pro Tools, to limit the software and its usability, apart from the limitations of the Pro Tools First, of how many tracks you can record and what you can do with it, whether third-party plugins and so on, which I'm quite happy with it. I have no issues with that, because that's how you introduce a software to a new user. But they went one step ahead and did this cloud-based backup system where you could only have 3 projects at a time. And then later on, they realized that was too much restriction, as well as using resources of AVID cloud services, and they were giving away the project for free because they realized that no one would upgrade their cloud-based services for more projects if you've got a software which has already so many limitations. And hence the reason, after so many people using Pro Tools First complained, they introduced the local saving as well as the cloud. So AVID, being greedy as they are, realized that they weren't gaining any new customers for Pro Tools Pro and Ultimate as well. And now, with the cloud-based services being overutilized by the Pro Tools First users, well, they decided obviously to discontinue that. And eventually they will discontinue that service. Now let me put my few cents and my analogy in regards to this. It's very similar to when I go to my local fruit market. There's a big basket there full of fruits where you can pick and choose, and if there are any new fruits that are in season or anything else that has come through, you want to give it a try before you buy. You have a bite, you eat, like grapes and apples and whatever is there, you can have a taste of it. And if you like the taste, is a good season and good fruit, a good sample of the fruit, you go there and you buy a kilo or two, and you come back and keep buying it until a new fruit comes into season, and then you can try it again. And that's how business evolves. And that's quite common, to give it a try. And that's what normally happens with many software as well. So software developers will have a demo version of their software or time limitation, but if it's a demo, we'll have limitations. And if it's a time limited, it'll be full version with no limitation. So if you want to try, let's say, Studio One Professional, you've got 30 days, you can try it. And if you like it, you can purchase it. If not, you'll convert into the Studio One Prime, the free edition with lots of limitations. That way you get experience the full features of it. Or if you are, let's say, Reaper, then you have 60 days to give it a try. And if you're happy, you should purchase it. And if not, it will continue working with nagging, but really you should support it. So that's the analogy that I can come up with. Sure, there will be people who will actually go to the fruit shop every day and then pick up an apple or a pear or whatever the sample is in the basket and never purchase anything. But would you sacrifice your customers that will generate you income because of one or two greedy customers? So that's the analogy I can put forward through with AVID. They just became too greedy. They put too many limitations that no one with a tight budget will be able to upgrade to Pro Tools Pro. Them introducing Pro Tools First, and on top of that, giving away free resources like the cloud-based to limit, to impose limitations on it, obviously wasn't really a smart move. Well, let's hope things will change and AVID will come on board and provide at least local saving. As I said, the limitations that Pro Tools First has as a software, with the number of tracks you can record, no external plugin unless you buy it from their market, which is still really great. And if you could save unlimited projects anywhere on your hard drive at your discretion, then that would definitely get more people using Pro Tools and getting up to the Pro edition and so on. Let's hope. Anyway, I'll keep you updated as soon as I get any information from AVID regarding to the next step. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great time making music. Cheerio, guys.